Bristol Community College, Mathematics with Dan Avedikian, Math 060, Topics in Developmental Mathematics, Section 2.11, Problem 4. This is Section 2.11, Problem 4. It says, what is 2 3/10 increased by 4 5/6? So the word increased by, or increased, is telling me that we need to add these fractions. So what we need to do is add 2 3/10 plus 4 5/6. Now, for a problem like this, I prefer the vertical format. It can be written horizontally, but I find it a little bit easier to write it like this: 2 3/10 plus 4 5/6. Now, to add fractions, we need to find a common denominator. So a common denominator for 10 and 6, a good one is 30. 60 will work. 10 divides into 60 evenly, 6 divides into 60 evenly, but 30 is smaller, which in my opinion would make it a little better. 10 divides into 30 evenly, and 6 also divides into 30 evenly. So let's make a common denominator of 30 and figure out what our numerators have to be. So for the first fraction, 10 times something became 30. It must be times 3. So the numerator would also have to be times the same value, times 3. 3 times 3, which makes 9. Now for the other fraction, the lower one, the 5/6, this 6 got multiplied times some value to turn it into a 30. It must have been times 5. 6 times 5 is 30. So the numerator must be multiplied times the same value, times 5. 5 times 5 would make the new numerator 25. Now I have a common denominator, so I can go ahead and add the numerators. My common denominator is 30. When I combine the numerators, 9 plus 25 more is 34. Don't forget to combine the whole numbers. 2 plus 4 more is 6. So I have an answer of 6 and 34/30. That's the answer, but it's really not a good form to leave it in because what I have is both a mixed number and an improper fraction. Really not the right way to do it. No math teacher that I know of would be happy with the answer in that form. So what's best, I think, is to write this 34/30 as a mixed number and combine the whole number I get with the 6 in front. So the 34/30, I can see that 30/30 would be 1, and I have 4 more 30ths. So 34/30 is really 1 and 4/30ths. Again, because 30/30 would make the 1, you'd have 4 more 30ths left. And there's a 6 in front of that. So now the 6 and the 1 more that we got would make a 7. So a better form for my answer would be 7 and 4/30ths.